Wade Wilson is a former Special Forces operative who's diagnosed with cancer, and he's subjected to an experiment which leaves him with advanced healing powers, disfigured skin, and a dark, twisted sense of humour. So pretty much, he becomes Deadpool. So then he goes off to hunt down the ones who nearly destroyed his life. So Deadpool is the first of 6 comic book movies out in 2016, and I must say, we're off to a pretty good start. Because I really enjoyed Deadpool, I didn't like it as much as I wanted to, but overall, I had a good time. First off, Ryan Reynolds is awesome. I don't know the comic book lore of Deadpool, but after watching this film, I could not imagine anyone else playing the role other than Ryan Reynolds. He was likeable, he was funny, he was sarcastic, so more or less the same thing he is in most of his films, only this time, he's a badass mercenary. Now the thing I need to praise the most about Deadpool is the humour and the breaking the fourth wall techniques. Because in a world where nearly every superhero movie is a PG-13, Deadpool felt very refreshing with its R-rated humour and bloody violence. Don't get me wrong, I love the PG-13 superhero movies, I'm just saying Deadpool was a nice little change up. And Deadpool breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience added so much to the fun and the enjoyment. When he talks to the camera, it's some funny stuff. It made it feel like a really interactive ride because he's saying things that we might be thinking, and he's making references to pop culture and to movies and to even 20th Century Fox themselves. Yeah, there's some pretty funny jabs in there. And when Deadpool kicks ass, he absolutely kicks ass. The fighting and the violence is great. Now this is supposed to be a fun and entertaining movie and nothing more. But I gotta admit, I felt like the second act slowed down a lot of the energy of the movie. The film opens with this hilarious opening credit sequence and little bits of sprinklings of Deadpool badassery in there. And then it rewinds to showing him when he's Wade Wilson and when he meets his girlfriend and when he gets his diagnosis. I understand it's the story and it's building up the characters, but I gotta say for me it slowed the film down, and I was just counting the seconds to when Deadpool came back making his references and slicing up bodies. Which is another thing, I wish there was a little bit more of Deadpool himself in the movie. A bit of it felt more focused on Wade Wilson without the mask doing the in-between stuff. But it is kind of made up for in the finale where many things get sliced up and die. But in the end, I really enjoyed Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds was awesome, the humour was great, and it was a really good change up in terms of your typical superhero movie. Don't go into it with Academy expectations. Deadpool is supposed to be a fun and entertaining movie, and for the most part, it succeeds at that. I'm going to give Deadpool a 4 out of 5. But stick around to the very end of the credits, because the thing they've got at the end of the credits, oh my god, was I smiling. It was just great. If Deadpool is any indication to the quality of the rest of the 2016 comic book movies, we are in for a really great year. Or at least I am. So tell me in the comments what you thought of Deadpool. And if you like this stuff, be sure to subscribe because I got stuff and chimichangas coming to you guys all the time. Well, maybe not chimichangas, but definitely stuff.